What do you get the gamer who has everything? Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 gifts for gamers for 2019. For this list, we're looking at all the best presents you can get for your gaming loved one this holiday season.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Number 10, Microplayer Mini Arcades. Lots of younger gamers aren't growing up with classic titles older people would have played to death in arcades, and that's a shame. Luckily, you can rectify this with mini arcade machines, and microplayer devices are some of the best.
Whoa! Like totally awesome!
People can relive their childhood nostalgia of playing Pac-Man, Galaga, or Dig Dug on these tiny machines, or can be introduced to classics for the first time. The best part about mini arcades is that they won't cost you a cent beyond the original purchase price of around $35, no matter how many times you die and restart.
Available in 5 tubular models for your gaming pleasure.
Number 9, SSDs. Solid-state drives are the future of gaming, but they won't be hitting mainstream consoles until late 2020. In the meantime, games are getting bigger, but the current consoles can't quite keep up. After all, Red Dead 2 clocked in at 100 gigabytes on consoles, and that was in 2018, while Modern Warfare is 175 gigabytes on PC. If you know someone in desperate need of a memory increase, getting an SSD is the way to go. Compared to hard disk drives, solid-state drives are flash storage drives with no mechanical parts, making them much faster. SSDs can typically transfer data with speeds upwards of 400 megabytes a second, leaving 170 megabytes a second hard drives in the dust.
Old hard drives.
Number 8, PlayStation VR Mega Pack.
You should create a nice buffer zone outside the play area. And please stay seated while enjoying your VR experience.
The PSVR has been the most affordable VR system on the market for a while now, but that still doesn't mean it comes in too cheap. PSVR bundles easily exceed $300 throughout the year, meaning that lots of people just aren't willing to pay for it on top of the PS4. But Sony has brought out the PSVR Mega Pack once more, where for a similar price, you can get the VR headset, PS Move controllers, and 5 VR games, including AAA titles Skyrim and Resident Evil 7. If you know someone who already has a PS4 and wants to try out VR, this is the best time of year to invest in the equipment. Number 7, Pixel Pals.
Hi everyone, Richard Amaya here from Pixel Pals headquarters.
Pop vinyls aren't the cool small gifts they once were, since now it's possible to get one of everything that's ever been in the media, or at least that's how it seems. For an awesome alternative, check out Pixel Pals, pixel art figures of some of gaming's greatest characters. And the best part is, they light up. You can get classics like Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Link, as well as Street Fighter characters such as Ryu and Akuma, or even superheroes like Batman, The Flash, and Superman. They've even got Patrick and SpongeBob. What more can you ask for?
Get yours before they're gone at your favorite retailer or pixelpals.com.
Number 6, The Outer Worlds.
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet.
If you know someone who's been dying for a game to scratch that Fallout itch, The Outer Worlds is the thing to buy. The latest outing from the New Vegas developers Obsidian Entertainment, The Outer Worlds is the space western we've been craving since Fallout 4 dropped the ball. It's a good middle ground for people who are both longtime fans of RPGs and people who just want a solid game, since it's a robust game that clocks in much shorter than the other titans of the genre at around 30 hours. But if you want a long game to sink your teeth into, it's got tons of replay value with different playstyles, skills, and abilities to explore. Number 5, Arcade 1-Up Cabinets. Mini cabinets are definitely cool collectibles, but they're still very small. If you've always dreamed of having a larger, almost full-sized cabinet in the comfort of your own home, you might want to drop some hints to those closest to you that Arcade 1-Up cabinets are better than ever. Since 2018, additional classic games have been added to the roster, including Mortal Kombat and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're the perfect addition to any game room and are a lot of fun for people of all ages. The only downside is that you have to do some assembly, but the finished product is more than worth it.
Dad, how do I eat all the ghosts? Dad.
Number 4. 8-Bit Do N30 Wireless Mouse. Your PC gamer friend probably already has a flashy ergonomic mouse with a dozen remappable buttons and LEDs, but they probably don't have one of these. While it's likely not the best mouse for long sessions of gaming, you can't say that this Nest-like mouse isn't true to the system's legacy. After all, the original controller's small size and sharp corners were the bane of many a Super Mario player in the 1980s. With a trademark gray body, red buttons, and a black D-pad, this nifty accessory could be the perfect present. Number 3. Nintendo Switch Lite. Released in September 2019, the younger brother of the wildly successful Nintendo Switch can make a great gift for anyone who hasn't been able to pick up the flagship console yet, or is on the fence about coughing up $300 for it.
This version of Nintendo Switch is dedicated to handheld play.
The Switch Lite is the cheaper alternative, and while it can't connect to your TV and you can't detach the Joy-Cons, it has a longer battery life, is way more portable due to its size, and has the ability to play all the best games, including Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Pokémon Sword and Shield. They're also much more durable than the standard Switch, making them a great option for youngsters.
Nintendo Switch? Nintendo Switch.
That's my way to play.
Number 2. Luigi's Mansion 3. Whether you're buying for a kid who just got their first Switch, or someone old enough to remember playing the original 2001 GameCube title, Luigi's Mansion is a safe bet for people of all ages and families of all sizes. The single-player campaign sees Luigi don the Poltergust G00 and set about ridding a haunted hotel of its ghostly guests with the aim of saving his friends and defeating King Boo once more. If that wasn't exciting enough on its own, the local multiplayer can host up to 8 people for some competitive ghost busting. You can never really go wrong with a first-party Nintendo game. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Sega Genesis Mini. The retro consoles market is certainly booming. While the NES and SNES releases worked pretty well and the PlayStation Classic flopped hard, Sega has come out on top in the war of the retros. The Sega Genesis Mini released in September 2019 and has 42 classic games on it, retailing at just $79.99. Not bad when you imagine how much those games cost when they were new. Even cooler, most of the games available have different versions to play depending on which region you selected, which is certainly a nice touch.
Get Golden Axe, Shinobi 3, Phantasy Star 4, Streets of Rage 2, Shining Force, and many more. Only with the Genesis Mini. 30 years young.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.